What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have our 2023 end of the year recap. I'm really proud of the work we put in this year. Everybody's been training really hard, competing well and at a high level, and really looking out for each other on and off the mats. I'm truly blessed to be able to coach the group that I have. Today we're gonna be looking back on what we've done. We're gonna give out some awards and celebrate some people. First up, we have our BJJ team. It's really been a light year as far as competition-wise with our BJJ comp team. We competed over 5 events as a BJJ team this year. I think we did a couple Nagas. We had an in-house tournament, some new breed tournaments. We did Dogwood BJJ in the Vines, and did pretty well across the board. A lot of our adult competitors have been nursing injuries this year, but our youth team has been killing it. We had 2 promotions over this past year. As a team, we promoted 3 junior gray belts, 1 junior yellow belt, 5 blue belts, and then we have 1 new purple belt on the mat. So it's been a really good year as far as technical growth and growth in the team. We have a lot of white belts coming in every day and going through the ranks, and some are even signing up for competitions earlier 2024, so we're excited about that. The growth has been amazing. We're adding classes on the youth side and on the adult side as well, and I'm really looking forward to the things we got in store in 2024. Now for the MMA team. Our MMA team's really been killing it this year. We've had some really good fights, some really good wins, some really eye-popping moments. We learned a couple lessons this year as well, but we competed over 6 events this year. First one we did in January was Black Time Boxing. We had 5 fighters fight that night, a total team record of 3-2. Kicked off the night with Lane Rowe. Lane Rowe got the W against John Mixon, I think his name was. But it was second round, man, either TKO or sub. I can't remember how he finished him, but I'm pretty sure he got the finish. Lane has been on a tear this year. This kid, we brag on him all the time. Even though he's an amateur, he's a constant professional, super hard worker, and just sees everything he does through all the way. So really proud of Lane and the success he's had. Next up, we had Corbin Lyons. This was Corbin's first year ever competing as a fighter. He's only been training right at 2 years. He kicked off his amateur career with a bang in January with a first round sub. It was some kind of like 360, 180 north-south armbar, I don't know. It was pretty impressive being in his first outing and his first contest ever in competition, and he did his thing. So we're proud of Corbin, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be hearing his name a lot, not just in this video, but in the MMA scene to come. Next up on the black tie card, we had Cheney. I think she fought Albany late 2022. First fight was kind of close. It could have went either way. We didn't get the finish, and obviously we didn't do enough to get the judges nod, so hey, that's a lesson that we'll take. But this time, black tie 2023, Cheney was all business. She retooled, got in better shape, got a little stronger, got her skill set sharper, excuse me, and she came in all business and got the win. Really dominant fashion, dominated all 3 rounds. Again, we didn't get the stoppage. We like to get stoppages and finish fights and have definitive stamps on things. We just don't like leaving it to the judges, you know. But a win's a win, and when you do it in dominant fashion, they can't take it away from you. Our last 2 fights on the black tie card, they say you either win or you learn, you never lose. So we're just gonna take these as learning experience. We had Colin Phillips in a kickboxing match. He lost via TKO in the first round. And then we had Kane. Kane came to our gym, I think late 2022. Solid striker, really dynamic, exciting. Like, he is for sure gonna be a ticket seller. I think he fought at 35 at this fight. But I'm telling you, if this kid can make it to 25, flyweights beware. This kid is fast, strong, dynamic, calculated. We just really like Kane. We missed him out on our mats, and we're wishing him well with his endeavors in Florida. Our next event as an MMA team was probably our breakout event of the year as a program as a whole. Hub City Fight Night 6. This happened in May of 2023. We had 4 fighters fight that night, and we got our first ever clean sweep. We went 4-0 that night. We had Jacob, Corbin, Cheney, and Lane. Jacob kicked off the night with a second round TKO win over Christopher Monty. Really hard fought fight on both parties. They both hit each other with some bombs. But in the end, Jacob was resilient and steadfast and got the job done. And then the second fight of the night, Corbin Lines, just 4 months after his first round submission win, he gets another first round submission win. I'm not real sure what the submission was. Off the top of my head, I have to check the tape and look. The next fight on the Hub City Fight Night 6 card was Cheney. Cheney had a kickboxing title fight at featherweight against Trevor Drayton. He is from a really good gym. He trains under Eric Chester out of East Tennessee. Really good Thai fighter, ISKA kickboxing champion. So we knew this was gonna be a tough fight for Cheney, but man, did he deliver. Cheney is another one of those guys who's gonna put butts in seats. Like, he is gonna be a ticket seller. He has an exciting style to watch. He's very fast, strong, direct, very calculated, but he can do some flashy stuff. Jump kicks, spin kicks, wheel kicks, whatever technique it is, Cheney can do it. Whenever he puts his mind to it and he's focused, man, is he a fighter to see. So Cheney got the job done with the title fight win. So he got a little bit of that championship DNA this year. And the last fight on the Hub City Fight Night 6 card is Lan Rowe. Lan had his first title fight that night. Lan did really well. He's never missed weight. I mean, he says cutting to featherweight is hard. He makes it look pretty easy. He's never missed. The kid is a constant professional in everything that he does, and it showed that night in May. He went against George Perrott. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but George comes from a gym in East Tennessee. Really tough boxer, really tough wrestler, super resilient. Has been in a couple title fights and high leverage moments himself. Lan came in and made it look easy. He got the second round TKO, or was it first round? I think it was first round TKO. First round TKO. All I remember was the kid was flat on his stomach taking punches, and the ref jumped in and stopped it. Moving right along to our third event of the year, we went to Tunica, Mississippi in July for Cage Fury 121. Cage Fury Fighting Championships is one of the premier promotions in the US market. It is a direct feeder to the UFC and the big leagues like Bellator and PFL here in the US. So fighting on this show is as an amateur or pro is a really big deal. We didn't get the win that night. Adrian had a really good fight against Jonathan Jackson, another local guy from the Mid-South. Really good fight, really tough fight. I feel like if Adrian would have pushed the gas a little more in the third round, maybe we could have got the nod. But then again, if we would have got the finish, it would have been no doubt, right? So that's why we always press on, training hard to finish fights. But Adrian looked really good. He got the win on a couple scorecards, but none of the scorecards that mattered at the end of the day. But all in all, it was a great performance by Adrian. On to our fourth event of the year as an MMA team. We went to Memphis for Attitude MMA 28 in September. We took 2 fighters that night. One was a title fight. One of the fighters we took, the first fight of the night, was Corbin Lines. This is his third fight of the year, and you guessed it, another first round finish. So it's 3 fights, 3 first round finishes, all under 2 minutes. I think this one was right at the 2-minute mark. I'm not sure. Again, I have to check the tape again. But he for sure got the sub. We call him lights out for a reason. People just keep taking him down, and he just keep getting them out of there. And the last fight on the Attitude 28 MMA card for us was Lan Rowe again. Lan was going up a weight class this time to compete for the Attitude MMA lightweight title. Attitude MMA is another one of those promotions that's been growing and working its way up through the ranks to being a direct feeder to the UFC. They just recently had their professional welterweight champion Danny Barlow make it to the UFC off the back of the Contender Series. So Attitude is one of those promotions that you definitely want to fight for. You definitely want to represent well. You definitely want to get some highlights on. And Lan had a fight of the year candidate type of fight with Carino Blanchard. Carino's a really tough kid from Tupelo, Mississippi, out of a gym down there. Throws bombs. Lan definitely took some damage in this one, but in the end he was resilient and got the third round TKO. Moving on to November, when we went back down to Tunica, Mississippi for Cage Fury 127. As I said before, Adrian had a really good performance in his first outing under the Cage Fury banner, and he did so well that the matchmakers and the brain trust at Cage Fury invited him back for another fight. This time we drew Harvey Martis. Harvey is a super polished boxer from the Arkansas area. I think he fights out of the Warrior Gym. We know Harvey. I've seen him fight. I've been a fan of his on the amateur scene, so we knew this was going to be a tough fight. But right in Adrian's wheelhouse. Adrian is a striker. So Adrian had a tremendous performance in November where he secured a first round TKO victory. And for our sixth and final event of the year, this was a week after Adrian's event, so we're still in November. This was Hub City Fight Night 7. We went 2-1 as a team that night. Our first fight of the night was Robert Lockart. Robert is also a coach in our program, another super technical guy. He's always measured in everything he does. But again, in this game, it just takes one slip, one strike, one mistake in the wrong direction, and we'll be learning a lesson or taking a loss, so to speak. Our second fight of that night was Corbin Lights Out Lyons. Now this would be his fourth fight of 2023. At this point, he's only been training for a year and 9 months, and he's only been competing for about 10 or 11 months. He had 3 super impressive, super dominant wins coming into this fight, and the matchmakers and brain trust at Hub City Fight Night Promotions gave us a call and offered him a title shot against a really good JUCO wrestler and high school wrestling coach from Missouri. Corbin was up for the task, dialed in all through training camp, and can you believe it? He got another first round submission under 2 minutes to become your new Hub City Fight Night bantamweight champion. And our last fight of 2023, our last fight of that Hub City Fight Night 7 fight card, Lan The Prodigy Rowe, going for his 3rd belt in a calendar year. Again, he won his first one earlier in 2023 at featherweight. He won his first lightweight title in Memphis at Attitude Fights, and then he's coming for his 2nd lightweight title coming into this event in November at Hub City Fight Night 7. Lane fought a very tough and resilient Jermaine Anthony, again from the Missouri territory. He's been in some big leverage fights and title fights before. He is no slouch on the feet, but Lane is who Lane is, and he made it look easy with a dominant 2nd round TKO win. And now we're going to give out a couple awards. These are our 2023 program awards presented by Jones Martial Arts. And I am going to have actual plaques, guys, for your awards. Sorry I didn't have them here today to present to you via the internet, but I will get them to you, I promise, okay? On for our first award of the day, and this one is a very special award because this person is not a active competitor. He has competed before, but he hasn't fought. I think it's been like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I really wish he would. He really should take a fight soon. But this award is our program MVP, and this award is going to go to Mitchell Wagner. Mitchell Wagner is a constant in our gym. He's there every class. He's been there every fight camp. He's one of the main sparring partners for all of our top guys, all of our champions, and even our up-and-comers in the program. Really, really good striker, just all-around cool guy. We love Mitchell at our gym, and he is so special to us, but he is never in the forefront. I think any class picture that we post, you can probably see him in the back scowling over the top of people's heads because he's not that guy, you know. I mean, he likes showing up to the fights to support his family and his teammates, but as far as him getting any shine, you know, he'd rather not. Today, we're going to give him that shine, and here's a couple of words from a couple of his teammates just to say thank you.
What's up, Mitchell? Congratulations on being the 2023 program MVP. You earned it, man. I know you work hard, working for Red Bull throughout the day, and then coming to the gym at least 3 out of the 5. And you know, you're willing to work. You don't quit. You know, you're good at motivating. Reach, size, power, it's all there. You know what I mean? You know it. We know it.
Yo, Mitchell, bro, I just want to say I truly appreciate you, bro, from being a good teammate, a good fighter, a good father, overall just a good human being. So I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Keep up the good work. I hope the new year treats you well, bro. Peace.
Hey Mitchell, I really want to thank you for not just showing up every day at the gym to help make us better fighters, but for, you know, really bringing the pain and sparring. You know, every time I spar with you, you know it's going to be a hard spar, and you definitely keep me on my toes and keep me thinking. You know, so we got to use more mentalness of a fighting aspect of on the game than just brute force. So thank you for everything you do.
Hey Mitchell, congratulations on being our program's MVP this year. You deserve it. You are faithful and showing up to the gym every single day and kicking us like a freight train, and we're honestly appreciative for that. You make us better every single day. So thanks for showing up and working so hard all year to make yourself better. You make all of us better. Congratulations.
Next up, we got the Grappler of the Year. The Grappler of the Year is going to go to Levi Lane. Levi Lane is a junior yellow belt in our youth BJJ program, and this kid is a bona fide killer. He just turned 13 this year. I don't think he's lost a match at all this year. He competed in a couple Nagas. He did the BJJ in the Vines in Dyersburg, and I think he did a new breed as well, and of course he did our in-house tournament. And I don't think he's lost a round at all this year or a match at all this year. This kid is on a tear. He just hit a little growth spurt too, so that's kind of scary. I'm really looking forward to his future in this sport and in martial arts in general. Who knows, there may be an MMA career down the pipe. Sub of the year goes to Corbin Lights Out Lines. What can I say about Corbin that hasn't been said already? 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 first round finishes, all under 2 minutes, and he's getting sub of the year for his first fight that he had in January with that first round 180 spinning armbar that he hit in the first round. Sick. KO/TKO of the year goes to Adrian Grundy. This is for Adrian's performance at his second stint at Cage Fury Fighting Championships against Harvey Martis. Adrian landed one of the cleanest overhand rights I think I've ever seen in combat sports. He was smooth, calculated. He set it up with his movement well, and Harvey never seen it coming. Fight of the year goes to Lane Rowe and Carino Blanchard. As I said before in the video, this fight was a barn burner. It was definitely a fan's dream. The whole place was buzzing with excitement when these guys went at each other from the opening bell. Carino hit Lane with some big shots. Lane hit Carino with some big shots. Carino almost got stopped, came back, made it to the second bell. Same thing in the second round. At the end, Lane was just too much to overcome, and he eventually got the dub. And one more time for Corbin Lines. He is our Rookie of the Year, and how can you deny the kid after the year he's had? And our Breakout Fighter of the Year goes to Adrian Grundy. It's a really, really big deal to go pro in this sport. MMA is the toughest sport in the world, and one of the toughest regions in the world, the Mid-South Mississippi area, especially at featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. You're always going to get a tough out. You're always going to get a good fighter, and it's just a hard climb to the top. Whatever the top is for you, whether it's UFC, Bellator, or PFL, it is a hard climb when you're fighting in this circuit. And because Adrian did so well in his first two outings as a professional, we're going to give him the Breakout Fighter of the Year. And last but not least, for Fighter of the Year, we're going to go with Lan The Prodigy. What a breakout year it was for Lane. Also was undefeated on the year at 4-0. 3 titles in 2 different weight classes. The future is very, very bright for Lane Rowe, and we're proud of everything he's done. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, if you've made it this far in the video, I really, really appreciate you. I say it to my guys and girls at the gym as often as I can, that I really, really appreciate them. They give me a chance to live my dream every day as a coach, every time I go in there to teach a class or show some stuff. And the same for you guys, all 296, I think maybe 97 now of you guys who are subscribed to this channel. You're giving me a chance to live another dream of mine as a content creator. I just woke up one day and was like, hey, I want to create content. And I'm going to start with martial arts because that's something I do every day. And I really, really appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please continue to support, and Happy New Year. Peace.